Those who love him, they call him a truthful man, a man who speaks and whatever that speaks happen. And those who hate him, they call him a tribalist. They call him as a man mwenye anaropoka. But truth to be told, ignore Rigathi Gachagua at your own peril. Just 2 weeks ago, Rigathi Gachagua predicted about the hike in fuel price. And he was very clear that this price is going to increase by nearly to 40 shillings. Just listen.
Anasema hii mafuta hata ikipanda anapata faida. So in the next 3-4 weeks mafuta itapanda na zaidi ya 40 shillings kuendelea mbele. So na ikipanda fare itapanda. Kila kitu itapanda. Sasa wewe William Ruto umetajirika. Sasa hii utajiri mingi ni ya nini? Si umeumiza sisi ya kutosha. Tafadhali tosheka na ile umepata. Hiyo inatosha wewe. Sasa hii ya mafuta umesema iongezwe hata ifike pesa ngapi? Wewe ujali.
And he did not just predicted the rise in prices of fuel. He also explained how the government will arrive at these prices. Just listen.
And what has happened is that William Ruto increased 8% of VAT for petroleum products. Then he added another 7 shillings for fuel levy. He used the fuel levy 7 shillings to borrow from banks 175 billion. This 175 billion is what him and Kindiki have been going around bribing people in Kenya. The only way to stabilize prices is for William Ruto to do away with the 8% VAT and to remove the 7 shillings, which is fuel levy. But he doesn't want, because he wants profit. He wants fuel increase to be up to 40 shillings. And it will happen in the next few weeks. Per liter, it will go up to 40 shillings or even beyond. So we are calling him out. You have taken over every business in this country. You have put people in custody because they are bringing competition to your business. And the DCI is being used now to deal with competition.
On the other side of it, we have one man whom some really hate him. Some call him as a person who was kicked out from his position. As a person who is now bitter, is not the chair of budget. I'm talking about Mwaro. And Mwaro once told us that we should not give excuses about Iran war. No. When this government is going to increase the prices of fuel, they should come out clearly to Kenyans and explain to them, we are doing this because of that, not kuzingizia the so-called vita za Iran.
That is truly disappointing. And it is very insensitive that up to the 14th, they are waiting for stations waanze kusoma taarifa leo ya saa moja. A few minutes before that time ndio watume ujumbe. Hii si mambo ya kutuma ujumbe na karatasi. This is a matter that befitted the entire government to talk to Kenyans about what is happening. Na kabla waambia wa Kenya maneno yoyote kuhusu mambo ya Iran, the government must also take responsibility that they have a 50% chance on influencing fuel prices in the pump. Because the pump prices that Kenyans pay, 50% are made up of taxes and levies.
That's aside. The elephant in the room is now the fuel price. And now, this is how Mwaro executed how it will be. He said this prices is hiking because the government, at the time the prices was down, they never even imagined to lower the prices. Walikuwa wanapunguza tu kidogo kama peremende, 1 bob, 2 bob. But now when the price is shooting, they want to shoot it higher. Mpaka wacha watu wakikaa wanashanga, why is all this happening? Just listen.
Washaelezwa wakiongeza bei ya mafuta waongeze hata mingi kuliko ile imeongeza in the global market prices. And I want to tell the government and EPRA, work with statistics. In the year 2022, when this government was elected, petrol and diesel prices in Kenya were at the same rate they were hivi karibuni hapa Kenya. Whereas the global oil prices per barrel in the year 2022 was above $100 per barrel. The oil prices are currently at that level now, globally. By the way, it was much lesser. EPRA munajua ya kwamba ukiongeza bei ya mafuta Kenya, lazima unamaliza consignment ile ilikuja kwa bei ya chini. So as Kenyans, we do not expect EPRA waanze kuhadaa wa Kenya na kuongeza bei ya mafuta, kwa sababu bei ya mafuta ya from the month of March up to April ni mafuta ambayo ililetwa Kenya kabla bei ya mafuta globally ianze kupanda. Kwa hivyo ile ukora mnapanga ya kuongeza bei ya mafuta this week, tutaonana na nyinyi. Ya pili, the government introduced, na muangalia hivi, mafuta ikishuka globally ilitoka $100 billion per barrel, ikashuka hata $54 per barrel. Wakenya hawakuona ikishuka, walikuwa inateremshwa na shilingi mbili, haikiteremuka vile mafuta globally iliteremuka. Kwa sababu gani? Kwa sababu in the first 2 years serikali wakaongeza VAT katika mafuta ya 8%. Kitambo ilikuwa 8%, wakaongeza 8%, now it is 16%. Alafu in the year 2024, immediately after the protests, serikali wenyewe wakaongeza fuel levy ya shilingi 7. Walitime vile mafuta ilikuwa inashuka, wakaongeza shilingi 7. Sasa nataka niwaeleze my friends, sasa mafuta haishuki tena, inapanda. Hiyo shilingi 7 mliongeza ya fuel levy na VAT, a time has come, you must remove it, kwa sababu you cannot transfer the rise in prices entirely to consumers. Vile mlisukisa mafuta na shilingi 1 kama peremende, vile ilikuwa inashuka zaidi katika global market prices. Hata saa hii sasa imeanza kupanda. Msitupee Kiswahili. VAT muondoe ile ya 8%. Na ile fuel levy ya shilingi 7 lazima ile ilisainiwa na minister in the last quarter, it has to be removed, because I know you are planning either this week or in the next month. Mnajaribu ati mkuja muambia wa Kenya mnaongeza mafuta kwa over 10 shillings per liter, ati muanza kusema ni Iran. Mnaongezaje bei ya mafuta haraka na ikishuka mna take months kushukisha? Ikishuka mnachukua muda, ikipanda mnataka mkuja na time waseme, oh mnaona Iran vile kunaenda, tunaongeza bei ya mafuta. Mtakapata my friends.
Guys, before we dive in the implication of the new prices to common mwananchi and what it means in this Republic of Kenya regarding to the cost of living as we move on towards 2027. In case this is your first time coming across us, kindly please take a minute or two, click that subscribe button, then allow the notification buttons to be on. Analysis or other interpretation like this one will only getting it on this channel. Now guys, let's dive in. It has been a speculation, and remember I did a video on it, and I promise you that when these prices will be out, then we shall come to discuss it on this channel of ours. Now we are there. Let's now start with the implication in economy. logically, the life is going to be unbearable to common manage. That is the implications. One increase in something is going to affect almost everything. And the effect of it, let's discuss it, starting with the transportation cost. As we now lower it down to the cost of commodities. Transportation cost. Assume now, today, as I'm speaking, the prices of bus fare is going to shoot. That is the fact. There is no way a company of petrol can increase with 28.67 shillings and diesel increased by 40.3 shillings, then expect the prices or rather the bus fare to remain constant. We shall be cheating on ourselves. So these companies are going to take that advantage and they are going to increase the bus fare. Any bus fare that was around 50 shillings is going to shoot to 80, nearly to 100, meaning that it's now going to double. And the person that is going to feel the pinch is not the president. The person that is going to feel this pinch is not David Shagwa who was talking about this issue. The person that is going to feel this pinch is the common mwananchi, Misisi Sasa. When these prices are short, now we are on transportation cost already, it will be high. And there is something that I want you to understand how the production work. When this company Y has manufactured its product and wants to transfer or rather to transport this product to market Z, what do they normally do for them to quote the prices of their commodities? Number one, they will ensure that they minus or rather they remove their transportation cost. When the transportation cost has doubled, automatically the product that has been ferried or rather transported with the same vehicle with the same kilometers that they normally transport, this is going to do what? Also to increase, meaning that the cost of almost all properties is going to increase. Be it the common food, let me say flour, be it even cooking oil, it cuts across. Remember at that time when the fuel price was high during the Uhuru Kenyatta's regime, it really affected almost all people in the hierarchy of living, right from the richer, the elite, to the hustler that are now occupying the lower bar of this hierarchy of life. Now, this is the mess that we are in. In this mess, sometimes it's normally being too difficult for us to manage it. We find that the prices are now shooting. The commodities are now also increasing. But the salary that we get, or rather the paycheck that we get, it remains constant. If you have a job that gives you 15,000, it will remain to be 15,000. It will remain to be 15,000. This money will not increase. That's now the big problem that Kenyans are now facing. Things is hard, but now your source of income remains constant. And people normally take this advantage. How are they normally take this advantage? Let's take, for example, the schools are just open. We'll find that now some of the greedy principals, will use also this, wanatumianga tuseme like a wave. They will use also this wave to try to increase some of the school fees. Their main reason it should be that the prices of almost everything has raised. Why can't we also raise our school fees with 5,000 or rather 500 Kenyan shilling? And once it has already decided there, kurudi chini is where now the problem is. And now let's look at politically, that is economically, and how it's going to affect the common mwananchi. Let me give you my thought politically. Politically, this has now given opposition like an agenda. The opposition will not lack what to tell to us Kenyans. The opposition, let me say, will always having a content to attack William Samoei Ruto with. And this fuel price is one that is going now to cost Ruto. Kwa sababu when you listen to Ndindi Nyoro is a politician, and Ndindi was clear that at times it reaches that this fuel was as low kabisa that could even require a nation or rather a government to reduce it by the 40 shillings that they have increased it. But guess what? They used to increase it by little amount of money as 1 bob or rather 2 bob. That was their reduction in price. But given the global range, it was lower than even that 2 or rather 3 bob shillings. And when the increase is now there, they are now shooting. Buys now shooting more than even you cannot expect it. That is a very big political. That is a very big political scandals that Ruto is going to have had to face it. So the IPRA says that this thing is going to run for 1-2 months. The new prices that they have released yesterday, meaning that these prices, as they is going to move, the politicians are going to politicize it. You remember when Ruto, him, at that time deputy president of this Republic of Kenya, he was clear that there is no way Kenya can sell prices. There is no way Kenya can sell fuel at very high price in the region. The region was trying to refer to Tanzania, was trying to refer to Uganda. Why are they, their prices are low, but only in Kenya the prices is high? He wasn't in that shoes, and now the guy is in that shoes. What he used to politicize, it's now going upside down. It's coming back to him. Kama anarotate. Anasema we used to say this during that time. Now it is you managing these things. Will you manage to do that to Kenyans? Opposition are going to hold him responsible. Because when you look, there is a video that I'm working on it. Probably I will have it in evening. It says that, almost, is it for 600 US millions dollars that they imported this oil that was rejected, is the common mwananchi that is going to pay it. Can you now realize that the burden of cost of living is increasing each and every day in this Republic of Kenya? Then someone somewhere has ordered some of the fuel, and this fuel is increasing with a very high price, na tena tuko na burden nyingine ya kulipa pesa ambazo zimepotea zenye hatukuwa accounted for. Life is going to be more unbearable, and now the politicians are going to politicize these things. Ruto is not going to have anything good for him. And the problem with it is now coming at a time that we are now heading to general election. You remember even now when Uhuru hikes everything, he knows very well that, or rather he knows very well that I'm not going to come back. I'm now outliving the president of this Republic of Kenya. But Ruto, things is becoming hard towards his re-election. They normally say that miti yote huteleza. Immediately, yani everything, when your times is, you cannot even escape it. Everything aligns to ensure you go. So, Ruto, prepare to go home. What is your thought, guys? I usually invite you in comment section. Drop your thoughts. This is MKUU Politics. I will be back in few, probably in evening. We are going to talk about this trend of how Kenyans are going to pay a lot of taxes of nearly 2 to something that they have not really accounted for. Until next time, have a good day.
And with that, guys, thank you for choosing Kenya Political Brief as your primary news platform, more so on politics. Kindly please share this video to a friend. If politics is your passion, this is the place you really wish to be. Kindly subscribe. Bye bye.